Welcome to another quick review from Ultimate DIY. Today, guys, we are not only going to do a review, we're going to do a quick unboxing and a quick installation of a YuHUBY waterfall kitchen faucet. Now, when I say kitchen, this is made of stainless steel. You can actually use this in a bar, an RV, even an outdoor kitchen. So it can be used in a lot of places. It's an overall really good system, very well made. Now, don't tune away on the unboxing. Be sure you watch, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out my demo sink that is actually open on all sides so that you can see how this thing gets put together. When you try to show someone in a traditional kitchen, it's very hard to film under there for you guys to actually see what's going on. So I have an open sink demo model that's going to kind of facilitate that a little bit and allow you to see what's going on. Now, this is basically a two-hole system. It needs two holes, but what's really cool, they give you a soap dispenser. So if you're converting an old three-hole system on your counter, you'll be able to use this system. If you've got just one hole, you're going to need to drill a second hole at least for the other part of this, because the faucet and the top are two different pieces on this, and they give you the soap dispenser, like I said, to fill in that third hole if you have an old three-hole system. Okay, so you're just going to flip open the actual lid. First thing you're going to see is instructions. Set that aside. Have a nice foam covering. And when you get inside of here, here are all of the actual parts. They're separated, very nice and neat. We're going to go ahead and pull this out. This is going to be your optional soap dispenser if you have that third hole and you're wanting to use that. And this is going to be the actual neck of the unit. Here's your spray handle here. And this will pull down, because remember, this is a pull out, so it's going to do like that right there. Now this rotates, and this will actually rotate 360 degrees. So you have spray nozzles here, here, and you have a spray nozzle here. So you're going to have three different locations to be able to spray once you get this thing set up. So let's set that aside for a second. Here is the actual faucet part of it. You can see the hot and the cold. It's going to turn. Now these will be actually tied directly into your valves, and this one is going to have a quick connect, which is going to connect to the other part of the actual faucet. It's just going to snap into place just like that, and now it is locked in. And if you want to remove it, you just push the little blue button and it pops out. You have a couple of O-rings that give you that ability to be able to go in and out and seal. This is going to be your weight. We're going to put that on this here, and it generally will tell you right here, weight goes here. So that's really simple. And now this one has one other piece that a lot do not have. It's going to be this piece here that is going to screw in the bottom so that you can put this in your sink. Now I do like these. You're going to spin this. I back these way off on each side, and then I will spin it tight up against the bottom of the sink, and then I will tighten up the actual screws, and it locks it into place. The old-timey type sinks, they didn't do this with this screw here, and it was a pain. You had to use a wrench to get in here to grab a hold of that and try to turn it, and it could become a real nightmare trying to get past your sink and get that done. So that is a nice feature. So overall, guys, it's very heavy made. I like the way it feels. I think it's going to work out wonderful. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull that temporary sink over from the other side of the room, get it over here, move this table out of the way, and I'm going to show you just how quickly you can set this thing up. So let's do that. Okay, I'm now at my makeshift little sink. It's all open so that you guys can see how this thing goes together. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull off the little holding clips here. Get those undone. And you don't have to take that all the way to the end. It has a cut in it so that you can actually remove it really quickly. And then you're going to simply pull off one of the plastic pieces that go against the bottom of your sink. Now generally I will leave this upper one because it smushes down and kind of makes a good seal. So you're just going to feed this down inside just like so. Get everything through there, and then we are going to feed our little plastic washer on. Make sure you get it past the quick connect, and then I'm going to use the little standoff. Make sure you back these screws out a little bit here, guys, because that's what's going to crank down and tighten and hold. So I get them about even, back them off just a little. Use the open part, feed it in, and go up. And now, this is kind of the tricky part because these are small nuts that are as far as width, and they like to hang up. So once you get it to take, there you go. Sometimes you got to go back and forth a little. Once it takes, it's pretty easy. And you're going to get it nice and snug. Now you're going to want to figure out where you're going to want this. I am going to do like this. We'll do it about like that right there. And just lock it into place. And then you just take your screwdriver, tighten up the little screws, and that holds it. So much better than the old ways of doing it. Now this one just has two. The neck is a little bit trickier because it has this little tail piece. And we are going to feed that through here, your water line. And we're going to work it in. Now the one thing, guys, you may want to do is when you're twisting this, you probably want to put a little Teflon tape here. We're only going to do it temporary, so I'm just going to hand tighten it right now and kind of leave it at that. But if I was going to do this long term, I would Teflon tape that first. Then you're going to take it and simply feed the line through. Just like that. And just like that right there. Now we're going to take our little clear washer and our locking nut, and we're going to go ahead and put these on. Just like that. And tie it up here. There it goes. Had to go backwards again a little, and then it would take. And get it up there where it's fairly snug, and then you'll finish it off by just tightening it with your screwdriver again. Now granted, I have these spread out quite a bit. It's about a 12-inch spread. So yours may not be spread out quite that far. A lot of times they're like at an 8. So basically all this is going to do is it's going to unscrew like this and leave the washer on. Take and put it in right here. And then take that little locking plastic nut, screw it on, and you'll use a little wrench or pliers, tighten it down a little bit. Fill this with soap, and then you will actually come and just put it on the bottom after it's got soap. Now there is a little tube here. The tube needs to go on the bottom of that so that it can actually suck the soap up. But I'm just going to put it on here so you kind of have an idea. So it's just like that right there. So now that would be installed. So we really only have one piece left, guys, and that is going to be our weight. So this weight, you just need to undo the screws. You have 2 screws, and it tells you exactly where to put that weight right here where the marking is. So now that's ready. So now the only things we have left are our water lines. So basically these are going to be your shutoffs. I have one for hot, one for cold. They're the exact same kind of shutoffs that come out of the wall. They're usually 3/8 of an inch. You're going to have red line here that needs to go in for the hot. Hot is almost always on the left-hand side. And You're going to have a blue one, which is going to be cold. Now, these have little O-rings inside of them, little compression rings, so you generally do not have to use Teflon tape here. A lot of times I will still go ahead and put a little Teflon tape on there just to be safe. But you will take and put them on. There we go. Just like that right there. And I will use an open-end adjustable wrench, tighten it down. Everything is live. We have water. We have a bucket under the catch. Here is your soap dispenser. This is how you turn it on and off. Now, one of the things you may find right away when you go to do it, you turn it backwards and forwards and you have nothing because you have not really turned the water on. This has to be lifted and then it works. Now, you're going to have air come through it. That's the way it always works. So that is your main water flow for washing. And remember, guys, this thing can go all the way around 360 degrees. So it can go anywhere it needs to go. Now, when you've got it going, we can also use these buttons. We turn it into a very fine spray. And we have jets right here, which is like a 4-stream. That's more like a big spray. Really great for salad. So let's go ahead and see how this works. If you're holding it, you can actually do the same stuff. You can move it around anywhere you need to. Leave it in, guys, and turn it. That way it will disengage this part so it doesn't shoot out the sides. There is your spray. And basically that is all that one will do. The button does not control anything, but it is a really nice spray. I can see where that would work great on salads. Now let's turn it the opposite direction, just like this. And you get more of a rainstorm type effect here with a lot of little streams, a much heavier stream. So there you go, fully installed, super quick, super easy. I love all the options. It's heavy duty made. I love the fact I can bring this thing out like a wand. I can go anywhere I want. I love the fact it goes around 360 degrees. I love the fact that I can actually turn it on its side and I can clean things like vegetables with this spray. If I need something a little heavier, I'm going to turn it here. Fantastic. I mean, there's just so many options and it's so well made. So guys, if you're needing a good kitchen faucet, I don't think you're going to go wrong with this. If I was going to rate it on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give it 5 stars because I think it's fantastic and I think it's easy to install. So do yourself a favor, pick yourself up one today, and we will see you guys on the next review.